Okay, hey guys, this is Lashitsky back here with another video. It's been a while, 10 days or more at least. I've been in London for all of spring break, London and Paris, so I haven't really been able to do much reporting in the WWE or talking about anything because I've been gone for all of all of spring break for a school English trip. I had a hell of a time. I went and saw like the Eiffel Tower and like all the sites in London and in Paris. I had a phenomenal time. But there's a 7-hour time difference, and I really haven't adjusted yet. I'm really tired right now. So I'm really not too happy about WrestleMania, but it may not sound like it because I'm just shit tired right now. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, my flight came in late, so I missed the first part. So I didn't catch up until like I think it's like the Cody Rhodes match. But I'm just gonna talk about. I looked at some of the highlights of the other ones, and I don't know. There were some good matches, but for a WrestleMania card, this was not very good overall. Of course, there were some pretty good matches, but nothing really tremendously memorable. And in terms, this is like this would be something that could put on for. I mean, any other card, like for any other like pay-per-view, this would be okay. But for WrestleMania, things have to be outstanding, and this was not outstanding. There were some matches on there that didn't need to be on there, and was a waste. By far, like the core versus a Big Show, Kane, Morella, and Kofi Kingston, like that doesn't even make any sense. And the Diva, like that Dolph Ziggler, John Morrison, the Divas match, that didn't make any sense. So yeah, the Sheamus Daniel Bryan match wasn't even on the card. That was the dark match. It wasn't even on the WrestleMania card. And they'd been hyping that match up. I was looking forward to that match, and it wasn't even on the card. That wasn't on the card. Neither the US nor Intercontinental title was even defended at WrestleMania. So yeah, Barrett and, like, come on. That's one issue I have there. Neither of those titles were defended. Sheamus and Bryan didn't even fight on the card. We actually opened things up with Edge and Del Rio. Which I was hoping they'd add Christian to that match, but I don't think they did. I think he was just on the outside because I actually missed this match. I didn't actually see it. So I'm just gonna go through some of the things that apparently happened, and I looked at a little bit of highlights, but I think he was just on the outside. Apparently, it was a pretty good match. Honestly, I don't think you should be starting WrestleMania with a title match. Yeah, it's gonna get the crowd's energy up, but you should start something off with something like Rey Mysterio and Cody Rhodes, which is gonna get the fans' energy and is also gonna, it's gonna be a good match. So pretty much, back and forth. Del Rio worked on Edge's shoulder a little bit. A lot of reversals. Del Rio was going with a lot of technical wrestling, but it was a good mix. Del Rio held his own in this match. I thought this might not be a good match. The match itself depended on if Del Rio could perform up to par, and he did pretty well. Opening match, okay. WrestleMania quality. I'd say this would be a good match to build up a feud between them that accumulated in WrestleMania, but for a WrestleMania match, just first time facing each other, not as good. I'd say that it could have been a little better. The finish came when Ricardo Rodriguez distracted the ref, and then Brodus slammed Edge's shoulder into the ring post. And then Edge locked in a sharpshooter, and Christian hit a tornado DDT onto Clay. And then Del Rio got out of it, but Edge hit him with a spear. So Christian and Clay both played a big role on the outside. But yeah, Edge won with a spear. So a good match to start. I would have liked it to be a little later on, but the energy, that should have got the crowd's energy up a little bit. And then Edge and Christian trashed WWE's car after. And then we followed that up with Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes. So you got two really good matches to start the card. Both of these were really good matches. I think Rey Mysterio never disappoints at WrestleMania. And he's going in there with a younger guy of Cody Rhodes who really stepped up to the plate in this match. If I had to choose, this was one of my favorite matches of the night, was Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio. Because both men just gave it everything they had. And Cody Rhodes was on top of his game in this match. Rey Mysterio put on a good show. He came out in like Captain America gear, which was really cool. Pretty much, Rhodes had control for most of the match. Mysterio was kind of just trying to fight back for a lot of it. He was working on the knee of Rey Mysterio. He was kind of playing on that knee brace, which injured Cody Rhodes in the first place. It was good back and forth. Mysterio hit like a springboard Hurricane Rana. And then just some of the highlights. There's this part where Rhodes picked up Mysterio. Where was it? I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was like he was at the top rope, and he did he did moonsault off the top, which was really cool. And Mysterio took off Rhodes' mask, but in the end, Rhodes took off Mysterio's brace. He hit him in the knee, and he hit him with the crossroads. So Rhodes won. It was a good match. Good. That was a really good feud. I think they did a good job setting that up because Mysterio was the one that actually wanted that match, and I think they set it up well. I think that it accumulated well at WrestleMania. They might continue it on. Who knows? But I think it was a really good match. That was a WrestleMania quality match. I think it was really good between the two of them, and I think that it set up Rhodes really well as well. Both of those guys were good, but it really did a good job to establish Cody Rhodes. Big Show Kane, Kofi Kingston, Morale versus the Core. Really short match. Big Show won with a KO punch on Slater. It was like a 3-minute match. That was dumb. Kofi Kingston needs to be in a better match than that. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's just disgraceful to Kofi Kingston and his character and the way that he performs in the ring and how the crowd reacts. That's disgraceful to him that you're throwing him in that kind of match at WrestleMania. Santino didn't need to be in there. That match didn't need to be in there. That was pointless. I could talk so much more about that, but I just don't feel like it. I'm fucking shit tired. Randy Orton CM Punk was another really good match. Punk, I knew this would be a good match, and it was. Punk was targeting Orton's shoulder again for a lot of it, which was offensive attack. Also his knee. No, sorry, it was his knee. He was attacking Orton's knee a lot, and did a lot of he wrapped it around the ring post, locking it. He hit him and he locked he locked Orton's leg around the ring post and did a figure 4, which was pretty cool. And then also there was Orton did an angle slam on Punk as well, which was pretty good. There's Orton got on the Anaconda Vice. Punk really did a lot of damage to Orton in this match. He was kind of fighting for a lot of it, but I mean, typically Orton's the one that'll be getting a lot of the domination in, but it was Punk who really dictated most of the match. So Punk came towards Orton. Orton tried to hit an RKO, and he got out of it, but Punk springboarded towards him, and then Punk caught. It was crazy. He did this was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Punk tried to do a springboard towards Orton, and Orton caught him with an RKO. It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I don't know if anyone saw that or not, but I don't really know how to describe it. It was just a crazy move. Crazy move. That was a WrestleMania moment right there. That finish, that Orton Punk finish was crazy. If you saw that, you would agree with me. It was a good finish. No doubt. I'm not gonna talk about any of the guest, the WrestleMania inductees or anything. I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna go into a part 2 here, but this is my part 1. I'll be back with part 2 in like 10 minutes, I'd say. But so the first half was really good, honestly. I'd say Edge, Del Rio was a good match. Rhodes, Orton, good match. Punk's and Rhodes and Mysterio, good match. Punk, Orton, good match. So you've got really good WrestleMania matches to start. You've got 3 really good feuds and 3 really good matches. Those are all really good. I have no complaints with those. The only problem I had was that 8-man tag match, and I had an issue with Kingston and Bryan not being legitimized at WrestleMania more. But early on, it was pretty legit. It just kind of blowed in the second half. But I'll get to that in a minute, and I'll be back after I record part 2.